Hello everyone, Onlydraven here again, and thank you so much for tuning into this week's episode, which is our Christmas episode. Today, as of filming, it is the 22nd of December, 2017. Thank you everyone for tuning in as always. I appreciate everyone who's been checking in on my videos. The last couple videos have been doing very well. And I've actually had a lot of people new subscribe to the channel. So thank you so much to everyone who's been doing that, who's been coming in and seeing it, everyone who's been sharing my channel and my videos with friends and family. I've been getting a lot of feedback that's been going on. So I definitely appreciate you getting the word out there on my channel. And I appreciate all of your interactions, which we're going to talk about a little bit later in the video because I've had a lot of interaction this week, more so than normal. Also, for everyone who hasn't already checked it out yet, I have a second YouTube channel now that's based on gaming stuff. If you're into that, be sure to check those out as well. And like and subscribe on that channel and to this one. Link to that is down in the description of this video. So this week we're going to kind of talk about our week in review as normal, how well the week went. We're also going to talk about a couple new food products that I found. We're going to talk about one I've mentioned before and then a new one I've just discovered this week that's made a world of difference for me. I'm really excited to share that one. We're also going to kind of talk about some feedback, letters and messages and some special things that have happened with me here over the past week as well. And then kind of talk about just some changes overall, dealing with the holidays and just the bariatric lifestyle. So that said, again, if you enjoyed the video, please be sure to click like on there so I know what it is you like and what you don't. Be sure to subscribe, and we'll get right into this week's weekly check-in. So in this week's weekly check-in, we're going to just do a kind of recap as we normally do, talk about how the week went overall. I'm also going to talk about some feedback and interactions I've had with people, some of them fans such as yourself, who've reached out over the last week, and just kind of cover some things that have happened recently. Right off the bat, I had another very good week. Lost 2 pounds this week. That 2 pounds puts me down a total of 210. So my current weight is 221 pounds. I am right now 21 pounds away from weighing 200 pounds, and I'm 31 pounds away from my current end goal weight. That could still fluctuate once I finally get there and I talk to my doctor and my nutritionist. But right now, 190 is what we're shooting for. So I'm only 31 pounds away from that. I lost, 10 pounds in the last month, four weeks or so. So by spring, if I maintain at this pace, I could be there. By my 1 year anniversary from the actual surgery, which would be March 29th, I could be at goal weight within a year, which itself is really good, but especially considering how overweight I was, that's really phenomenal. I'm really excited about that. I am definitely seeing excess skin issues. That is definitely something now that I'm kind of getting near the end there. I definitely have excess skin in some areas, and I'm going to be posting some pictures up on my website here probably when I do next week's video, because I usually do it around the 26th to the 30th every month. And I'm going to maybe film a short video about excess skin specifically and put it up on the channel. It's not going to be pretty. It's going to be appropriate, but it's not going to be pretty. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to show some of the stuff that I've got going on there, which, isn't phenomenal. When I'm wearing clothes, it's not really noticeable that much. In certain areas, maybe a little more than others, but clothes kind of packs it in. But shirtless, it's definitely noticeable. So that's something I'm going to talk about. For a lot of folks, skin removal surgery is the route that they go. I really want to avoid doing anything like that for cost, number one. Number two, just discomfort. It's incredibly painful and requires a long recovery from every account I have read or heard about. It is not a fun way to go. It's worse than the actual bariatric surgery by far. And a lot of times it's not even covered by your medical insurance. So definitely something I want to avoid. I'm going to try to use natural methods and working out, exercise. I have a dermatologist for a psoriasis issue already, so I've already talked to my doctor about some options such as creams, external things, some steroids, which may help. So we're going to look at a lot of different options, and as I get further into that, I'm definitely going to share that information and remedies I use and how well they work. Probably try to do some before, during, and after photos of that process as well. So that's something you're probably going to see a little bit more of, but I may do it as still on this channel and everything, but as a slightly kind of series. So that way you guys don't have to see that during this video every week. Maybe just short 5 or 6 minute update videos on that sometime during the week as well. So that'll probably start next year, probably late winter, early spring, as I really get to my final weight and I start doubling down on, at that point, trimming and maintaining. But overall, really good. 2 pounds down. I'm happy with that. It's been a pretty good week. I did not get to the gym much, holiday schedule and such, which is, again, no excuse, but just being honest. I have not been working out the last couple weeks as much as I should. Definitely planning on buckling down to that, especially in January. In January, my wife has to go into the hospital for a week for medical testing, and she'll be going to Nashville, Vanderbilt, which is a good 3 hours away from where we live. So I'm going to have to kind of be off work for that, of course. My mother-in-law is going to be staying with her in the hospital, and I have to take care of her animals, and I'll be going kind of back and forth throughout the week, because while they're scheduling her for a week, she may get to leave early, depending on if they get the results they're looking for. So that being said, I'm going to have some free time here at the house by myself. So I'm planning on doing a lot of filming during that time period. That's when I'm going to start doing some Dungeons & Dragons and gaming stuff for the other channel, and that's when I want to kind of buckle down and maybe do some additional cooking and some recipe style videos for this channel. So definitely keep out for that. January should be a big month for both of my channels for content. All right, so what I'd like to talk about now is just kind of some interactions and some feedback and such that I've got over the past week. All good stuff, nothing bad to talk about there. But I've got a few things I'd like to talk about. First of all, right off the top, I had someone, a good friend of mine, probably my best friend since the 2nd grade, a gentleman named Mike, who lives back in Canada. And even though he's back in Canada, he was in my wedding, I was up in his wedding, we still maintain close contact. Received a package from him and his family in the mail this week with a letter that quite clearly stated that this was not a Christmas present, but it was, in fact I've got it here, a gift of celebration of my success for my new lifestyle. Mike and his wife watch my videos every week, and I get a lot of feedback and interaction from Mike, which means a lot to me. Talking to Mike specifically, we stay in pretty close contact. I spoke with him on the phone yesterday. But inside the box was 2 phenomenal t-shirts, and I'm wearing one today. This one here, it's a Punisher shirt. The Punisher symbol is made out of bullet casings. If you've watched any of my videos, you know that I'm a huge fan of the Punisher, especially the most recent TV show on Netflix, original movies. I'm just a big Punisher guy, and this shirt is phenomenal. And it is a 1X shirt, and it fits me perfectly. In fact, I mean, as you can see, there's a little loose in here. It fits well. I'm sitting down. If I stood up, it'd be a little more form-fitting. But I mean, it fits perfectly. It's not big at all. It's something I'm going to be able to wear for a good while. There was a second shirt in there, which was another black shirt with the Superman symbol. But the Superman symbol was the Canadian flag. Again, Mike's from Canada. I'm from Canada. And I've always wanted some cool Canadian t-shirts, just kind of represent my homeland, the old country, the motherland, if you will, the frozen tundra of the north, from which I was spawned. And you just can't find them down here in the U.S. So it was pretty awesome getting those shirts. Definitely it's nice having some new shirts that fit, especially ones that look that good, because it's not easy for me to find still. And so I really, really appreciated that, getting that from him. And on the back of the letter I received, his daughter Abby drew me some pictures. I'm going to put them up here for you to see them. Hopefully you can see them okay here on the video. Let's see. So as you can see, there's some superheroes. Her and Mike play some Marvel video games and such, as I do as well. As you can see, there's a bunch of different Black Widow. There's some flowers on there, and there's cupcakes. And she signed it from Abby, because Abby's awesome. I like them all, but my personal favorite, of course, got me a little Punisher symbol down here. Big Punisher buff, and that was really well done. I tried driving a Punisher symbol, and I could not pull that off. So that is phenomenal. So thank you so much, Abby, for drawing those. I'm actually spoke with my wife. We're going to frame this, put this up on the wall, because we like it a lot. And so that's definitely something we're going to cherish, and as well as the shirts and just the overall sentiment at all. So thank you so much for that. Another bit of feedback that I got this week, I actually received an email through my website. If you don't know about my website, you can go to www.onlydraven Onlydraven.com. At the bottom of the homepage, there's a place where you can submit an email to me directly. If you'd like me to respond to you, definitely put that on there. Some folks don't like that, it didn't say whether or not the sender was okay with me saying her name specifically, so I'm just going to say Jackie sent it from me. I'm not going to give her full name or email address, but she sent in some feedback about a product review that I did a few weeks ago on a zucchini lentil pasta made by a company called Bird's Eye, which is really phenomenal. It's a low carb and it's pasta made out of zucchini and vegetables instead of standard pasta, so it's much lower carb. So I'm just going to read a couple highlights from the letter here. Got it on my phone here. So it says, thank you so much for the zucchini lentil pasta recommendation. I tried it and loved it, and passed the recommendation on to my support group, and a bunch of the people have tried it too and loved it. She goes on to talk about Bird's Eye, how she's going to reach out and let them know she found out about it on my page, which is awesome. I appreciate that. Definitely letting him know that you heard it here first would definitely be phenomenal. Then she put, it was an especially timely find for me since several of our family holiday celebrations are apparently pasta-based. I can bring my own pasta and not stick out so badly when my family plans a menu that I can't eat. Let's see. Thank you again and congratulations on the big milestone lately. I look forward to your videos every week, and they help keep me on track as well. So thank you so much, Jackie, for the awesome email. I appreciate that. It's great to hear that kind of a feedback, that the videos help you stay on track, and especially that some of these products I'm reviewing are something you're actually trying and you're enjoying and you're benefiting. That's phenomenal. That's why I do that. It's why I have those segments. I'm going to talk about another new product here in just the next segment, as well as talk about those pastas again. So that's phenomenal. If you've not tried them yet, they're really good. I'm going to talk about them, but definitely if you have feedback like that, if you're getting information from my channel or you're getting information from my website or something that you find beneficial, and especially, I mean, she shared it with her support group, and now a bunch of those people get to participate as well. Hopefully, maybe they'll check out the videos and find some more products they like as well. That's wonderful. It's networking 101, and that helps me get my message out there so that people can benefit from it. I look a lot on websites, on Pinterest, on grocery store sites, trying to find new products that I can eat so I can try them. So I have them for me. I mean, pure greed level there. I want them in my menu. Tasty food that's going to fit within my requirements. But then I like to be able to share that with you as well, so you can hopefully partake and benefit from those searches as well. So it's great to hear that worked out for Jackie and her group. So thank you so much, Jackie, for the letter, and I appreciate that. Last thing I'm going to mention is just a Christmas card. I receive Christmas cards. People who know me know that I'm a big fan of the Rooster Teeth video company. It's an internet company, creates videos, and I've been watching them for well over a decade now, and they're part of some of the people that helped inspire me to do my own channel here. People like Zach Anner. I have a friend of mine named Meow Meows who has her own channels, who she greatly helped me with the setting up of this and finding editing programs and just inspiring me to take the jump and start making my own channels. But there's a lot of different people out there. Viva La Dirt League, Avatel and Taliesin. These are some channels that I watch frequently as content creators that inspired me to get into this myself. So being said, as part of the Rooster Teeth community, I signed up for their Christmas card Secret Santa this year, where I sent a Christmas card to a random Rooster Teeth community member that they assigned me, and I received one as well. And I got mine here just this past week or so, and it is from Grecia. And I just wanted to show it because it's awesome. And I don't know if you know who Achievement Hunter is, which is a branch of Rooster Teeth, but she made me this awesome card as well. And it's a custom card, and she drew all the lads from Achievement Hunter, which is phenomenal. And we've got Michael and Gavin and Jeremy, and she did a really good job with it. So I just wanted to kind of point that out because she didn't put her username for the website, so I couldn't send her a message directly of thank you. But Grecia, thank you so much for the card. I really appreciate it. And this is something else I'm going to be framing and hanging up here. So I really enjoyed that as well. Thank you so much for the Christmas card. It was really well done. I felt bad because mine was a store-bought one where I wrote a nice note in it, but I don't have artistic ability when it comes to drawing and stuff. So I wish I could have drawn something like that. So thank you for that as well. Well, that's going to kind of do it for my weekly check-in. Rocking an awesome new shirts. Got some awesome feedback from you folks, and I really appreciate that. We're going to step into our last segment, which is just a bit of a product review. So let's just jump into that. So in this product review this week, we're going to look at two different products. One I've mentioned before, and the one that is brand new that I just found this week. So the one that I mentioned before is from a company called Bird's Eye. This is Bird's Eye. And they make a zucchini lentil pasta. So this is a pasta dish that is made out of zucchini instead of regular pasta noodles. As such, it's much, much lower carb and healthier than a regular pasta. For those of us who've had bariatric surgery, pasta is very often a no-no or a never-ever. So finding that and be able to put pasta back into your life was phenomenal. This here for a serving has 3.5 grams of fat, 21 grams of carbs, and 8 grams of protein. So that's still got some carbs, but comparatively speaking to other ones, some of these, there's different flavors. There's a pasta with cheese one, and there's an Alfredo one. This one and the cheese one are my favorite. And they average between 18 and 21 grams of carbs per serving. But it's real easy. Throw in the microwave 3 or 4 minutes, and you have a delicious pasta. And I can get 2 to 3 meals out of that. And so I really recommend those. They also have a mashed cauliflower, which I just tried this week. I apologize, I don't have a package of that. But it was, I've mentioned the mashed cauliflowers from other products on my videos. But this one, by again, the Bird's Eye Company, was probably the best one I've had. It was a little smaller than some of the larger family size, but by that same regard, it was a little bit cheaper. And it was the consistency of mashed potatoes. A lot of time when I try different mashed cauliflowers, they're very runny. You know, there's different tips you can use to try to make them thicker. This was just thick. I mean, just straight up, it was like mashed potatoes. It was phenomenal. I like to add just a little bit of low-fat or non-fat cheese, a little bit of low-fat sour cream on top, like a loaded mashed potato. Beautiful. It was wonderful. And it's, again, toss it in the microwave, a few minutes, stir it, a few more minutes, it's done. Super simple. Adding a little bit of that as a side dish or one of these pastas as a side dish to your protein, maybe next to a steak or some chicken or some fish. Probably steak or chicken more than fish if you're going to do the mashed cauliflower. I've never been a fan of fish and mashed potatoes, but that's me. Great product. So I definitely recommend those if you haven't tried them. I get them at a Kroger grocery store, but I have checked. They do sell them at other companies as well. So be sure to check that out. A really good product. But the product I'm really excited to introduce you this week, and again, disclaimer, I am not, at least at this time at all, currently funded or sponsored by these. These are just products that I found that I enjoy that I want to share with you. No one is paying for me to talk to you about these. But the one I found this week is by a company called La Banderita. Low carb, soft taco flours. Tortillas. See this? See what I'm holding here? This is phenomenal. Okay? I enjoy tacos, quesadillas, burritos. Can't eat a large one nowadays. But regular tortillas, especially flour tortillas, are very high in carb. And corn tortillas are a little bit better. I found them to average 20 to 21 carbs per tortilla, if you're lucky. These here are 11 carbs per tortilla. That's, like I said, almost half what a standard soft taco tortilla or small tortilla is going to have on it. Fat is 2 grams, protein 5. This was a miracle to find this. 2 of these makes a quesadilla. So for the amount of carbs I would get out of 1 tortilla, I can eat 2 and have a quesadilla. Chicken quesadilla, beef quesadilla, cheese quesadilla. Again, low fat or non-fat cheese. You know, maybe throw a little turkey pepperoni in there. Have a little pizza quesadilla. I mentioned these because I tried most of these this week, and they were wonderful. I have a quesadilla maker. But this is, if I'm going to get these at Kroger, it's where I do most of my grocery shopping, and it is straight up a low carb. And it's the first one I found that's marketed as a low carb tortilla. I've seen healthy ones or heart first, but carbs are never ever really that much lower than on anything else. These, way lower. And they have the same consistency as a standard tortilla. They have the same flavor. I tasted absolutely no difference. Eating one of those, to me, was the same as eating a normal soft taco tortilla. Again, they're soft taco size. They don't have, you know, like large burrito size ones, at least not yet. They did not have these a month ago. I just discovered them this past week, and it's been a game changer. I'm making tacos for my family, which I already did occasionally. These are much healthier. Now I'm getting the same amount of taco and the filling and the protein out of my meats and such as I was before, but with half the carbs I was eating. So that is give me a whole lot more space to be able to add carbs to different meals. I have a quesadilla maker, like I mentioned. It is nothing to throw one of those down, put a little filling, slap another one down, give it 3 minutes, and then it's done. That's it. A little bit of fat-free sour cream to dip it in. It was a wonderful discovery. So if you have not heard of these, again, the brand is La Banderita, and I get them at Kroger. I'm going to look around and see where else they may have them. But I cannot recommend these high enough. I find a lot of great food products. This was a serious, serious find. And it's been an amazing benefit. So definitely, and it's like $3 a pack. Like $3-something, $3.25 or $3.27. It was not expensive at all. They were no more expensive than the other tortillas on the shelves. So definitely look for those, try those out. If you like Mexican food, that is going to be a serious win for you to put that back into your bariatric diet. So definitely wanted to share that with you because I was so excited about it. If you use this and you come up with a cool recipe for it, maybe some type of soft taco bake or something that you do, share that with me. Drop it in the comments here. As I mentioned earlier, you can send a message to me via email directly from my website, www.onlydraven.com. The bottom of the first page is a submission. Comes to me personally. It does not go to any type of list. I don't have any type of newsletter at this point. I would never add it to a newsletter without your permission first. So I'm not going to be spamming you or sending you any emails. This is purely for a way for you to reach out and give me feedback, comments, or suggestions. But I'd love to hear cool things you come up with or what you think of these products. Like I said, Jackie sent one in this week, and it just made my day kind of getting that message. So also, be sure to check out my Patreon. That is where you can participate in kind of help working with me on making this a better channel and more content. I'm currently redoing my Patreon right now. I'm going to be adding some new bonuses and gifts, and I'm going to be having kind of 2 sets of donation levels. That way I can run both my channels off of one, because to be honest, any donation I receive goes towards this channel. Buying new equipment, upgrading software programs. My big goal is to get a much higher quality camera by early spring. I'm also going to be doing things like maybe doing like a Skype business account where I can actually have chats with people who are interested. Have like a, hey, who wants to jump on and talk about stuff today? So I'm definitely looking to incorporate some of that stuff, and different tiers will have different rewards. So if you're interested in Patreon or you don't know what Patreon is, you'd like to find out, definitely check out that. The link is in the description of this video as well. And again, be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video and you'd like to see more of my content. That being said, it is Christmas time, and I will not see you until after the holiday, probably. If I do not get to, I hope you all have a wonderful holiday season, regardless of what holiday you may be celebrating. If you're not celebrating a holiday, hope you have a great week anyways. It has been a lot of fun, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Have a good week.